In a small monastery nestled in the mountains, there lived a young monk named Arjun, eager to attain enlightenment. He devoted himself to meditation, study, and practice. Yet, despite his efforts, Arjun often found himself restless and frustrated. His mind was a constant whirlwind of thoughts. Past regrets, future fears, and endless questions about the mysteries of life. One day, unable to bear the confusion any longer, Arjun went to Buddha, who was visiting the monastery. Bowing deeply, he said, "Master, I seek peace and wisdom, yet my mind is restless and my heart feels heavy. I meditate, but my thoughts never cease. How can I ever find enlightenment?" Buddha listened patiently, his serene face betraying no hint of judgment. After a moment, he said, "Arjun, come with me. I have something to show you." Curious, Arjun followed Buddha through the forest until they came to a clear, tranquil lake. The water shimmered under the sunlight, reflecting the blue sky above. Buddha sat by the edge of the lake and picked up a clay pot from the ground. "Arjun," Buddha said, handing him the pot, "fill this with water from the lake." Eager to understand Buddha's lesson, Arjun quickly dipped the pot into the lake. When he pulled it out, the pot was filled to the brim, water sloshing over the edges. He placed it carefully before Buddha, hoping for approval. Buddha then handed Arjun a handful of small pebbles. "Now," Buddha said, "place these pebbles into the pot." Arjun hesitated. He could already see that the pot was full. Still, he tried to add the pebbles, but as he did, the water spilled out, soaking the ground. Arjun looked up at Buddha in confusion. "Do you see what happened, Arjun?" Buddha asked with a gentle smile. "Yes, Master," Arjun replied. The pot was already full, so it couldn't hold the pebbles. They pushed the water out. Buddha nodded. "Exactly. Your mind is like this pot, Arjun. It is full of thoughts, worries, and assumptions. Just as the pot cannot hold anything more when it is full, your mind cannot receive wisdom or peace when it is overflowing with unnecessary thoughts. To learn, to grow, to find clarity, you must first empty your mind." Arjun sat silently, reflecting on Buddha's words. "But, Master," he finally said, "how do I empty my mind? It feels like these thoughts come uninvited and refuse to leave." Buddha picked up the pot, tipped it over, and let the water flow out. "Emptying the mind does not mean forcefully silencing it," he said. "It means letting go. Stop clinging to the thoughts that arise. Simply observe them, and they will pass, just as the water flows out of this pot. In this way, you will create space for wisdom and peace." Arjun spent the next days by the lake, practicing what Buddha had taught him. At first, his thoughts continued to swirl, but he no longer fought them. Instead, he observed them, letting them come and go like clouds passing across the sky. Slowly, his mind began to quiet. Weeks later, Arjun returned to Buddha, his face radiant with newfound peace. "Master," he said, bowing deeply, "I understand now. In letting go, I have found space within me. My heart feels light, and my mind is clear." Buddha smiled. "An empty mind is not a void, Arjun. It is a vessel. It is open, receptive, and ready to hold the treasures of wisdom and peace. You have discovered the power of emptiness." From that day forward, Arjun practiced living with an empty mind, and in its stillness, he found answers to questions he had once struggled to understand. His journey to enlightenment had truly begun. What we can learn from this story: an empty mind is a fertile ground for wisdom, peace, and understanding. When we let go of unnecessary thoughts and allow ourselves to simply be, we create space for clarity and growth. By observing and releasing mental clutter, we discover the profound power of an open and receptive mind. If this story resonated with you, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need a moment of clarity. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more inspiring lessons and stories. Let's journey toward wisdom together.